How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. This is the Injustice 2 Path to Pro presented by PlayStation 4, and we have our grand finals. Almost ready to go. These players are getting set up. So one thing before we get going into grand finals, you may have noticed in between these breaks we've been playing our specially made tutorials between some of the characters as part of our Getting Started series. That's part of a community series highlights, and it will happen in between breaks. And I want to mention to you guys at home, you aspiring content creators, your tutorials, your tech videos, whatever you want to do, your content may be able to feature in between our breaks using the same system. Make sure you're getting involved on social media. Tweet at us using the hashtag INJ2PathToPro with your video, and it has a good chance of making it into the breaks as part of our community spotlight.
Oh, of course, but that is how you guys can get involved with the show, as well as obviously the prize, which we'll plug at the end as well before we get finished. But we are here for the main meat and potatoes of Path to Pro, and that is Grand Finals. We have 2 players left. We started with 2, and we'll just quickly show the bracket now. We started with 8. We are down to 2. Asodimazze from Italy and Inspectahch0z from Russia. It is once again a showdown for who will win for that all-important finals spot, guaranteed in the Path to Pro top 12 later in this season.
Bear in mind, this is the 4th and final week in the month of Power, which means that the prizing is pretty significant. Whoever takes first place here, it's not just going to be a guaranteed spot into the top 12 finals, there's going to be a nice chunk of cash as well. First place takes home $575, and second place gets $250. That's over half.
It is, that's the 200... There we go, that's right, 275 difference as well as the final spot. At least $250 as well as that important spot in the finals. That's the important one though, that is what they're playing for. And right now, either of these guys could take it. Asodimazze has been looking really clean and calculated all day with his, well, token Superman at this point. Has been looking really powerful in this character through the weeks now. And Inspectahch0z has really just sort of shown up today with this atrocitus. He's defeated Flet, defeated semi-finals as well, and is now here in grand finals, with which will once again be atrocitus versus Superman. Week 1, again.
Now, both of these characters, or players, I should say, have had their fair share this week of close clutch games. Inspector had a really close game number 5 series against Flet, and Asodimazze with a crazy good set versus Vilmos. They've both clutched it. However, only one winner is going to win this final week of the month of Power.
And that's going to be a really important factor to this matchup, is being able to punish Atrocitus for summoning Dexter at bad times. You can see there's that dive bomb scaling again. Just that little bit of damage just to really bring this life lead a little bit more. Wonderful capitalizing on the hit. That string there, getting a full combo. Oh, wake up!
Bear in mind as well, it's going to be quite a while before Inspector gets access to Dexter again. And from this range, Superman without Dexter, Atrocitus has to be really careful.
Now this isn't important, because even though these lasers might miss, he's still building meter for doing them.
Yeah, it's really good trade. Fantastic round 1 from Asodimazze. And bear in mind, not a lot of Dexter trait left.
Superman cares not for your shield. He'll punch you straight in your Red Lantern face.
Typical.
And that's going to be a full combo again. Catches him with a wake up.
Hang on, just like that, answering back. Probably not going to take the round on this, but the unblockable will do just that. 1 round each.
Just like that though, super one-sided first life bar, but Inspectahch0z about to bring it back. That's going to be an important factor of this matchup. If that shield is up, you cannot do a laser, because the shield will take it. You'll be stuck with a full recovery, and that's practically a guaranteed combo. And there's the Brave down, 1 attempt though to get out. Dexter no longer here, catches him with a sweep. Oh, wake up misses.
Oh, doesn't quite get the forward 2 with punish in the corner. Hang on, speaking of which, Superman corner damage is unbelievable. Going in for the breath.
Not too actually, about 400 damage, so about standard corner damage, but definitely enough to get the job done.
Inspector not going for clash. He needs to clash, but because he didn't, it was guaranteed. And the final portion of unclashable damage is a first game. Why did we not see a clash there?
I'm not sure. Maybe he just wanted to hold it. I mean, we've already seen what damage Atrocitus can do if he's got the bar to burn. But at the same time, if you're against someone like Superman who has you cornered and he's got trait up, you can't armor back 3. You can't do anything with armor on it, for that matter of fact, if he's got the trait ready. But if your back's to the corner and you just... That 1 split second where he chose not to clash is what sealed that game for him. That 1 moment of greed with his bar. It's all Asodimazze needed.
All it takes, I think, is that 1 split second to go, I think I'll save my bar because I can make a comeback. And then before you know it, you've been put in a situation where, hang on a minute, you've got no say in the matter. That was your 1 and only chance to clash.
Meter's not useful. If you're dead, you can't use it if you've already lost the match.
Exactly.
But this fight for that first bar is going to be really important. Oh no, misplaced that air dash.
That's going to be a full combo. Asodimazze getting tagged by the final hit once again. You have to really watch out for that extra string extension if he's got trait. And there we go, the shield again, completely going through the regular eye laser. Great answer. Wow!
There's a wake up working again. A wake up backdash from Inspectahch0z is going to work. Ooh.
Yeah, down 1 lift. Full combo. Down 2 lift.
Oh, and there's that patience. Oh no, they're down 2 though.
As I mentioned, that uppercut, very risky. Could have been the end of the round, but unfortunately, because Inspectahch0z just didn't punish it, he's taking all of this damage.
And there's that sweep. Oh, that slight delay. The cat is out now. Oh, the orb! Asodimazze meter burning that laser is what cost him the life bar.
Kept him in the air for a little bit longer. Inspectahch0z going to be happy with that one. Wow, the down 2 catching it on the very end.
There's the trait. Oh, that delayed low. Oh, that could have been a full jump back with punish.
I think he was looking for it, but he just got tagged by the forward 2 anyway. Now, this is when things got dangerous again. He's going to give him access to Dexstar. This is when Asodimazze becomes very scary.
I think Asodimazze is playing a little bit too unsafe, though. I mean, I understand the cat is out. You don't want to sit there and block all day, but sometimes you almost need to, you know. Let him go for that forward 2 with the cat out. Go for the push block.
I think he's trying to be a little bit too slippery almost, you know.
But he's trying to be slippery, but isn't, because he's still getting hit.
Okay, he goes in for the grab, gets a knockdown. Oh, the wake-up Miaban back 3. Bear in mind, he has already used his clash. This is all free damage. Doesn't even need to use meter burn. He'll take that trade all day.
That's actually not so good for him, though, because he's... Actually, never mind. He probably won't lose the cat. He's still got at least half of it.
He's got half of it left. Now he's... Oh, wow. How do you navigate that? Projectile in the air. Shield on the ground.
But I'd almost like... That's what I mean. That's the big thing. I'd like to see Asodimazze start going for push blocks, though, to deal with that cat. Because right now, he's just... He gets the cat out, and he leaves the ground, and he gets full comboed for every time.
The blood breath, the damage over time is going to be really significant. Asodimazze really can't afford to take much else now. If he gets access to trait, I feel like it might be game over. He's going to pop the shield. Yeah, not much he could have done in that situation.
I think Asodimazze is getting a little bit too autopilot here in this matchup, because there's just certain things that he's been doing all day that you just can't do against Asodimazze. He's still here sticking to them, and unfortunately he's losing the game because of it. At least it's 1-1 though, so he definitely has a chance to still win this one, but at the same time Inspectah's made that big adjustment on dealing with that long-range game a little bit better, and Asodimazze needs to start doing it himself.
Yeah, I think all Asodimazze could have done at the end there was really try and get hit as quick as possible to prevent him popping trait. The second Asodimazze had Dexstar ready, it was pretty much game over. There wasn't much he could do there at all. He had the shield, he had the projectile of Dexstar, he had full trait to work with, and not much health on the back end of that. However,
I don't know about that trait activation though. He's going to lose at least half of this by the time this combo's done.
I was actually just about to say, I'm expecting Inspectahch0z to... he was ready for that, right? He was taking that damage so he could bank on getting a hit later with Dexstar later, which did work, but he did no damage, so I'm sure it was worth it.
Oh, he's really fishing for that down 1 lift.
Wake up punch float, once again, the classic.
Oh, again, that's going to be a free eye laser.
Yep. Asodimazze, he can afford to play full screen now. Bear in mind, the amount of damage that Superman does. Wow, the answer punching through again. And that is actually going to be a bit of a read. He's going to have to be ready for the shield.
If the punch is a consistent answer for getting rid of that shield, why is he going for so many sweeping lasers?
I feel like we may see no sweeping lasers after this. I think now he's realized the dash punch is a really good answer. We're probably not going to see the laser much at all. Doesn't quite get the combo, but tries to.
Oh, but lands into the blunt laser anyway. That one to the cat, cuts his combo short just to guarantee Dex. Really smart. Oh, orb, gets out. Oh, goes for the laser again, and another full combo. Asodimazze falling into old habits.
The wake up unpunished. However, not blocking his feet, or watching his feet, I should say. He's going to lose that round.
Opted not to air tech as well, wanted to under to his bar. Inspectahch0z playing really well, considering how far down on life he was.
Nice amount of corner carry. If Asodimazze has you in the corner, this is when things get dangerous. If he pops Dexstar here and lands a hit, we might even see a rep. Are we going to see a blood loop?
There's the 50-50, and there's the clash. This is going to get rid of Dexstar and put him onto complete fresh trait cooldown. This is a really good situation for Asodimazze.
I wonder how much. Probably 3, I reckon. 3 or 2? No, actually. Probably expecting him to maybe spend nothing. Oh no! Caught by the raw blood puddle. And again.
Oh, he falls out of it.
Yeah, saved by the bell there.
For Inspectahch0z.
Saved. Oh, the down forward 2. A nice answer, actually. The forward 2 seems to knock him into it.
But now Dex is almost back. Oh, really nice meter bun roll. Air Texan chases him down. Okay, the cat is out of the bag.
This is when things get dangerous. Oh, that's it. Inspectahch0z does snatch that game away, and it's 2-1.
But again, it comes down to Asodimazze doing loads of unsafe stuff. Wake-ups that aren't going to work. Eye lasers that are getting beat by trait. He plays really well, but as soon as the cat comes on the screen, he just completely seems to lose sight of what to do in the matchup.
It's almost like, because when Dexter is in play, it becomes so overwhelming. Maybe the mission is to just try and be airborne or slippery or evasive and just try and do anything it takes to get away from it.
But that's what he's been trying and it hasn't been working. You know, it's when he's playing safer and patiently and punishing the Dexter activations at bad times, it's working out well. But it's almost like he fears Dexter more than he fears Atrocitus, and that's what's failing him.
Doesn't everyone? I know I do.
I know, but still.
I hate that little
At the same time, no, but just because it's overwhelming doesn't mean you should just sit there and lose unnecessary damage.
I agree. I mean, if you're going to spend a bar to try and deal with him, if you see a shield, maybe the back forward 3 charge meter burn is the answer, because every time he's done it, it's worked. However, walking straight into forward 2 is Asodimazze a little bit tilted at the moment. Down 2 into trait. Looking really strong at the moment, and again, no adaptation right there, consistently lasering into the shield. That's exactly what Inspector wants.
Oh,
drops it.
Misses the corner loop. That actually could have been death by itself, but he's going to drop it. Wake up backdash, gets chased down. Inspector with a tournament point. 1 life bar away from confirming himself into the path to Pro Finals.
1 life bar is what is between him and the finals. Is he going to close it out, or is Asodimazze going to wake up and pull this back? Hang on, that's the start.
He has traded corner damage. This could be a good way of doing so.
OTG, it's going to scale, but it is going to cause another knockdown. Oh no, the drop!
Well, that's a full combo. Really nice confirm from Inspector.
That was crisp, and it's going to do damage over time. A good block. The damage has only just finished ticking away as well. You can see the damage it adds at the end of a combo. No whiff punish.
That low lift, that's going to do a lot of damage. No, he misses it. Gets a free cat.
Oh, there's the adaptation. The backdash, expecting the dash punch. Knocking him out of the air. No combo, but the Dexter's going to keep him safe.
That wake-up punch. I mean, there's no way it's going to work when there's an orb on screen, but he continually goes for it.
I think he just doesn't want to take the pressure, but unfortunately, because of how slippery he has tried to be, Inspector has got so much what seems to be just free damage. Another wake-up, but this time it did work out.
That's enough. Now,
still alive.
Big life difference. Asodimazze has a bar, has trait, and has him in the corner. Oh, I don't know about that though. Walks straight into a Blood Nado. Uses his 2 bars on air tech. That doesn't work. Now, if he can make this comeback, it's going to have to be very honest. No bar to do so. Has the trait though, catches him.
Oh no! Already committed to the breath. That could have been a full combo. And the damage over time of the meter burn punch float into trait. I think this might be game over. And just like that, yeah, it's going to be very tricky. Yeah, he concedes. Asodimazze conceding, giving up on that one, saying, you know what, I cannot win this situation, and it's going to be a 3-1 victory. Inspector does move on, and he's going to be our 4th qualifying player to join Vladdy, to join Sakron, and to join Madsen.
Really, really well played. Looking really good. Looking super shaky in his very first match of the day versus Flet, but was able to bring it back in that set, bring his composure back, defeat Flet, then win his semi-finals, and then ultimately win in grand finals. He had a bit of a gauntlet to make it through today, but he was able to prevail, and now I actually do believe that means we have 2 Atrocitus players confirmed in finals.
That is correct. Bear in mind, Madsen also does play Atrocitus, plays a few other characters as well, but Atrocitus was the character that took that win in week number 1. But I think, to be honest, the composure and the clutch factor versus Flet, when Inspector pulled that one back, well rewarded. You know, his clutch factor in that first game was rewarded with a tournament win later on.
Oh, absolutely. Really impressed with his knowledge on just how versatile you can be when you've got decks, you know, using the shield for different combo potentials, you know, getting combos off grabs, getting combos off wake-ups, meterless conversions where normally you have to spend bar. Just he kind of had the complete package, right? His execution wasn't 100% there for all of them, but stuff like that, right? Shield, it's dashing down 1 lift. Just good knowledge of the character, good knowledge of the matchup, and was just able to make Asodimazze make those mistakes.
I feel like, speaking of mistakes, I think that was the final error, was the one right at the end where Aso had landed a traded forward 2-3, but he'd already dedicated to breath. I think normally when that happens, it's because someone is just so convinced it's going to get blocked, you just do it, you know? And right there, it just didn't work out. But that could have been the start of a comeback. But either way, no doubt, Asodimazze has been consistent in the top 4, and I think he will remain to be consistent. No doubt we'll see him again, but this time, Inspectahch0z is the one who's going to win this week.
That does mean, though, that out of the 4 weeks of tournaments, our month of power is now at an end, which means that next week on, if you want to enter, you just register and you compete just like that. No longer are there the restrictions of the month of power. No longer is ESL Premium going to be required. You can just enter if you want, just if you want to play. If you've had some time with the game and you want to think you can bring it to these guys, you can do that and enter Injustice 2 Path to Pro.
That's going to be 2 months of open bracket tournaments.
We are 1/3 of the way through.
If you want to enter, and you're within the European or Russian region, then you have absolutely no limitations. You can enter Path to Pro, and we might see you next week. If you want to do that, go to play.eslgaming.com/injustice. There's a little Europe tab you want to click, and then all the information on Path to Pro is there. But before we sign off, just one final time, we have an ongoing competition. You can sign up there for esl.pm/Path to Pro comp. The first prize in this competition is an Injustice 2 Versus collection with the Brainiac and Batman statues, very generously provided by the folks over at Triforce. And the second prize will be an Injustice 2 merchandise bag. Basically, the bag has an Injustice 2 hoodie, Injustice 2 cap, Injustice 2 jersey, a whole bunch of other cool things as well. But either way, at the end of that competition, you've got a good chance of getting one of those things. Either way, I believe this is the end of our broadcast and the end of our week number 4 and the end of Month of Power. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next week for whoever may be streaming. I believe Coveted has been streaming a lot of the, I guess, non-broadcast this tournament. He's been doing a really good job for that one. Thank you very much for that. But either way, that is everything from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and take care.